We're back.
Hello.
Cam and John.
Exploring the universe again.
And each other.
Today, I looked at Cam's butthole. It was actually kind of gross. Don't recommend.
So you think I should go to the doctor is what you're
I
saying?
think you should.
Ah,
yes.
rats. Been
Yes.
putting that off.
Could not put my index finger.
Pornhub. Why are you looking up Pornhub?
Oh, weird.
What's going on over there?
Interesting. The power's gone to his head.
I would neither confirm or deny what just came up on there.
Saved and bookmarked. Weird. Who bookmarked porn?
Crazy.
Today's topic, the 80s.
Talking 80s.
Was it overrated or was it cool?
Now, I was born in 96. You were born in...
I was born in 95.
Jason?
You
You were live in the 80s.
Yeah, I was live in the 80s. Yeah.
61. 61. His pa went and fought in the war.
Yes.
Just missed the draft.
Damn it. So yeah, my parents were born in the late 60s. So they grew up in the 80s.
Same.
So my dad was always big on like Van Halen and all that stuff, Pink Floyd, which Pink Floyd's more 70s, but still.
It's like classic rock. He's in
Classic rock, heavy metal rock.
yeah.
But like heavy metal back then was like Iron Maiden. This wasn't Slayer. This wasn't fucking Pandora or Pantera. Panera. Fresh bread.
That's what they should get, like Pantera to come in and do.
Dude, that'd be genius marketing.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
So he's big on like 80s was awesome. We didn't give a shit about anything, and I think it's affected his adult life. He carried that as an adult. But I think 80s was just a big victim of marketing because you had the 60s where like rock was like people made music and it was all the artists, they made music and they signed bad deals and stuff and they lost their shit.
Well, I mean, you had to think of the country in the 60s too. You have the civil rights movement.
Super divided.
You have Vietnam at the end
Yeah.
there. So country's going through a lot of stuff at that point in time. So, yeah.
But then like in the 80s, it felt like it was all pop. Pop took over. Pop is when 80s is when like pop really kicked off and the bands were starting to become like ballads and like they unplugged their electric guitars and went like acoustic and like it felt more like designed, you know, like there was a marketing team and we're going to do this and that everything was marketing. Like everything that my dad looks at that was like, that's the 80s, man. Arcades, the mall. It's all like corporate bullshit. Like it's all, you were force fed like commercials, like even cartoons, like that was just toy commercials.
Yeah.
Like you ever gone back and watched like He-Man or like Transformers and stuff?
And that's all they made them for, was to sell the toys.
Yeah, they're dog shit. Like they're so bad. Like I appreciate them because I like art and I can look at things and appreciate. But as a whole, like there's no story, there's no interesting, there's nothing that'll like last forever.
I never thought of that. You're exactly right.
Oh my God.
That was all it was.
80s.
I'm exactly right.
Yeah.
So John, I guess you forfeit. You quit.
What was your guys then? What was your guys?
Well, we grew up in the 2000s. So I was born in 95, 96. So like first big memories like 9/11. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I kind of remember what it was like before, but not really. Like
Same.
just too little. I was in first grade when the towers fell. And then everything changed.
Everything changed.
The Fire Nation attacked. Watched a lot of Avatar Last Airbender. Like helped get me through.
When did that come out? That was around that time?
It was in the early 2000s. Or not maybe mid 2000s, but definitely like
I would watch a lot of like Pokemon.
Pokemon was great.
Pokemon,
Yep. A lot of cartoons. Yeah.
A lot of
Which great brands, but also I feel like there was more there. They weren't just commercials. They were commercials, but they weren't just that. I feel like Star Wars came and then toy markets came. But then eventually it was like, all right, we need toys. So then it's like if you go to like down toy aisles now, like they're awful. Like Hasbro is like going out of business because their toys suck. Whereas like it was like almost an accident how they invented the whole market, you know? Like they didn't know what they had. That's why original Star Wars toys are so exclusive and worth so much is because they didn't realize like, oh, this is like a huge market and like collected. Because before that, I think toys were like wooden blocks and shit, like Tinker Toys and like just dumb shit. Like, so yeah. But yeah, what did we have in the 2000s? Like what?
What kind of like toys or like
MTV?
I mean, you were definitely pop. That was definitely a big
pop stuff?
Yeah. But all like man, like Britney Spears, like she was designed, you know, like in
It's
a
like
lab.
Disney Channel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of.
But we also had the internet. Like we came up with the internet. Like I don't remember a time without the internet. Like I remember, I kind of remember dial-up where you couldn't call and be on the internet or whatever.
I remember that.
I remember that a little bit, but I always remember having a computer in the house and playing games and having like a PlayStation and a Nintendo, and always had that shit. And so I don't know.
So video games were pretty big.
Video games were huge, yeah. Because my dad played video games, so like we always had like we had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2.
I think what's
Xbox.
different about my family and yours is like my family's not into technology at all. So,
Well, your parents are grown-ups. That's the difference.
like
Your parents are like, we're adults now. We're gonna like wear vests and sweaters and slacks. My dad's like, oh, fucking Sandcar Lego? Give me that. I'll take two.
take two. This is going to the garage. Yeah, like I don't think I use the internet until I would go to my babysitters and they had Napster. So
Yeah.
I would like listen to music, some music from that. But then like after that, I didn't use the internet until probably like 4th or 5th grade. When I got like a MySpace.
Oh,
Like, that
MySpace,
was-
yeah.
I didn't.
What was your song? Do you remember what
On
your
MySpace?
song? Yeah.
I had Rockstar by Nickelback. I remember that was one of them.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a hell of a song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And then I would probably put on like AC/DC or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
Holy Diver by Dio.
Nice.
It's awesome. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, dude. I loved MySpace was sweet. It was cool.
MySpace
You could
was
like
sweet.
design your profile. and
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It was way more customizable than like Facebook is.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yep. Which is like the internet as a whole. Like it was this huge freedom thing. And then like you do whatever you want. And then like, all right, fuck that. Like people are nuts. They'll do
Yeah.
anything online.
I feel like I feel like he made out like
pioneer.
perfect, because
Yeah.
he's the pioneer. He got rich as shit from it, and
Yep.
then
Disappeared.
But he's not like hated like how.
Well, he's gone.
yeah.
You know, we don't see him being like,
I've
I'm
started
pro
this
Palestine
now.
or pro Islam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not this crazy, like,
Yeah, he's just
strong
living
opinions. Yeah.
his
Who knows
life
what he's doing? Well, yeah, what's Tom Brady?
from
He
Facebook.
became a quarterback for the Patriots.
Is it Tom? Is it that dude, Tom Anderson?
Entrepreneur, social media 2003.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's he doing? Where's he at?
He's got a hat. I didn't recognize him with a hat on.
Yeah, how
Handsome cuss.
He's 53. I thought he was.
That
younger.
is so much younger than I thought he was. Okay, so he was born in 70. So yeah, he's like a year older, a year younger than my parents. I like to do that. I like to look at hugely successful people and then compare them to my parents' age and be like, why? Like, that could have been you. Could have been you.
buying all these damn toys, Dad.
But I don't do that for myself.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, true. That's a good point.
I don't watch the draft and be like, these guys are 10 years younger than me.
I do that. I like.
Yeah, I do
I'll
too.
go to like Dragons games and I'll be like, this guy's
that
like
crazy?
19 years old.
Yep.
What
Yep.
the fuck am I doing with my life?
Yep.
I gotta stop
Yep.
drinking.
And they're committed.
Yeah, yeah. That's they're
Yep.
in it.
Yep.
They're
God
in
bless
the
them.
shit.
Those boys. Personal life.
Those boys.
So he just travels basically now.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah,
That's
dude.
pretty
Basically
sweet,
it.
man.
Yep.
Because you
Good
just
for him.
invest your shit. You're just good, man.
Yep. Good for him.
$580 million.
That's
what he
his
sold
net
for?
worth?
It was sold
Oh my God.
2005. for-
2005 for $580 million? That's insane. Right? Like, that's
That's
crazy.
insane. Yeah. Was there something before MySpace? There was
There was like AOL when they're like
right?
chat rooms. Oh, was there something like that? I don't
I think
know.
it was like a Zook or something like that.
a Zook.
Zooks?
Zunes?
Maybe. I don't know. It
Because
was
you
like-
had iPod or
No,
a
not-
Zune?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
There was like a social media thing, I think,
Oh.
before MySpace, but I can't remember.
You said Napster earlier.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a big thing with like Metallica and Napster?
Yeah, I
where
think
like
they
people
were-
were
they were,
downloading
like, the-
music.
They were the ones who were the first, I think, to be like, this is like you're.
We'll do our own
stealing.
thing.
Yeah,
Like pirating music from it, and
Yeah.
then Metallica was pissed.
yeah.
I need another boat. Which I've heard a thing on pirating is that like so say 500,000 people pirate your movie. That doesn't necessarily mean you missed 500 sales. Those people probably weren't going to buy your product.
Right.
It depends how easy it is. Like there was that whole thing with the Fire Sticks that made it super easy to pirate. It's like that's a problem because now the breaking through that is so easy. It's easier than going online and buying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the people that pirate stuff weren't going to buy the product anyway. But you're still getting it out there, and they might buy future products or buy other stuff. So there's like a give and flow to this thing.
I don't know how Spotify works. Like, because you're paying so little for so much content on there. How are they?
The artists getting paid.
how are they getting
They're
It's
paid?
not
by
getting paid
down.
anything.
It's like by downloads.
But it's like a small percentage.
But it's so I
like
just
Snoop Dogg dropped these numbers and they were like not good.
yeah I just heard a thing from like John Bon Jovi who was saying that like artist, it's like a double-edged sword now, because as an artist you have the ability to get your stuff out because the producers or the record execs used to control that power.
They were gatekeepers.
Yes. So now you can get your stuff
it's
out
easy
there.
to get
The
stuff
problem is you don't make any money doing that
Yeah.
until you go tour.
So that's
Well, yeah,
the whole thing.
merchandise. It's the same as it's
That makes
always
sense.
been.
I think
You know,
that's what
Well-
Chance the Rapper did for a while.
Well, no, because like Bon Jovi had said, he came up in the gold period, which I didn't even think of this, where tapes went from tapes to CDs. So not only you had a John Bon Jovi tape, they came out CDs, so you just sold your album again. So now you could sell 40 million albums, no easy breezy. Yeah.
Didn't even know.
Yeah. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chance the Rapper he released one of his like mixtapes, the coloring book or whatever. I think he released that for free, and it got huge from that. So then he just went on tours to like arenas and shit, and,
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
and just got rich from doing that.
Nowadays, it seems like whatever you're doing, you're gonna have to kind of give some for free.
Yeah.
To let people in,
sure.
and then
Yeah.
charge for the next thing.
Like with stand up, everyone's doing YouTube now.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's like working.
And they're touring
Yeah.
to come see me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's how what's his name got big, Matt Rife, right? Was
Yeah, well, he did
clips.
TikToks. Yeah, the
the
clips,
clips,
yeah.
and then it blew up just
Yep,
from
yep. Or like Shane Gillis and Andrew Schultz on them, they put their hour special on YouTube for free. That blows up, and then everyone becomes a fan. And now let's go see him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the touring, yeah. That's what gets you. I wonder what it's like for like novels, because they talk about like self-publishing, how that's big. But then if you don't have a crowd to buy that, like, how's that work? Is it
Try-
still better to go traditional publishing?
I would think so, but I mean, with the social media now, like to get it out, if you can get like a TikTok book of the month club or whatever those things are, and then
Yeah.
it gets out there.
Oh yeah, like an established channel, and then
Yeah.
send them your shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just like go like viral on one of those things.
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, so 80s overrated. Sorry.
I mean, I
What about
agree
movie
to.
wise?
What about it?
What was your favorite?
Empire
movie?
Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes. That was the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah, 84.
81?
Really?
Because New Hope, not New Hope, Star Wars came out in 77?
What was on TV during the 80s?
MASH.
MASH was on. That's a good point.
Well, 80 in 1980.
Close.
I mean, in the 80s.
The last good Star Wars movie.
Yeah, yeah.
The last
you're
great
right.
Star Wars
Yeah, yeah,
movie.
yeah.
There's been a few good ones.
Yeah.
The last great one.
Let's look it up. 80s TV shows.
What's up?
So,
Yeah, 80s. TV shows.
Cheers.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
Cheers. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Classic.
Classic.
Fucking The Wonder Years.
Oh yeah, Cosby Show, I guess too, right?
Yeah.
That's right, John. That's your favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, Golden Girls.
Still holds up. Golden Girls, nice.
Golden Girls, yeah, classic.
Wonder
Seinfeld.
Years. Oh yeah, you were telling me about the Wonder Years.
I love The Wonder Years.
I gotta check that out.
So good. Growing Pains, another good one.
Saved by the Bell.
But like, what is all that? That's the American Family. Like
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there's no fighting, there's no arguing. Like there is, but it's like sitcom arguing. You know. Like I can't. I have a hard time watching that stuff. Like my parents will still watch like
not, like,
sitcoms
real.
and stuff. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because yeah. Well, there's so much out there now that like is real. So it's like, why are you still just?
Like laugh tracks.
Yeah.
Like
It's
man,
very fake. It's-
laugh tracks are tough. Like Big Bang. I can't watch Big Bang Theory, dude.
Bazinga, baby.
Bazinga! Ha 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 ha!
So did you
Nerds,
still
ha,
have?
ha, ha, ha.
Did you still have appointment viewing when you were growing up?
Like this is on at this time?
Yeah.
dude. Every Friday night we watch Monk and Psych back to
Oh,
back.
okay. Could you watch it again though?
TiVo came around when I was in junior high, I think.
Oh, nice.
And that's when we could record. They had that weird ass skinny remote.
Yeah.
And we could record stuff. And like you could record stuff on VHS. Like I remember having to do that with some stuff. But I remember being a pain. I couldn't do that. It was too complicated. Dad,
Yeah.
the SpongeBob movie's coming on. So yeah. I think it's amazing. Like Star Wars. Like when I was a kid, the prequels came out, and Star Wars was huge. Like it was colossal. And then nowadays, it's just like another just thing. Like I feel like they've watered down all these big pillars. Yeah, just too much.
Well, I think they lost the trust with those
That's
three.
true, yeah.
I think that's what happened because you would be excited
With
to
the
see this
prequels?
with those like
The last three,
Jedi. Yeah.
Well, I think they lost the trust with the prequels, where
Right.
people were like, "This is different," and I don't like it. The half the crowd, it split the fan base, and then the new three ones like split the fan base. You know, because after Last Jedi, I think almost everyone was like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it was just so different.
Yeah.
So rough.
That's why I think everybody's like, well, this is another Star Wars thing they probably ruined. So.
Well, and when I was a kid, you had like the EU, the expanded universe. Good stuff. That's what expanded universe. I know you don't know about that, but it's like novels and books where it's not like canon, but it is. But it's like another person telling a story, which was the best thing that ever happened to Star Wars because it got it out of George Lucas's hands, and it was just it let people get creative and do whatever they want, and it felt huge. It felt like anything could happen in Star Wars. Now it feels like it's got to be a Jedi, and it's got to be a Skywalker, and there's got to be a Stormtrooper, and there's got to be a Darth something, and like it's always going to be that, and it's done to death, and it's not interesting anymore. And they're not doing interesting things. It's just lame.
What would you do to like? Do you have like a fan?
I don't know. I had a theory. I had a thing with the prequels where if I could do the prequels, it would have been like I think. Have I told you guys this? No. Okay. So if I told you this,
You might have.
I might have said this. We're
Well,
like
just do it again.
real quick. Where like so the episode 1 would be like there'd be like a temple and they'd be doing like karate, but like with lightsaber fights, and it'd be like tournaments and stuff. And they wouldn't be real lightsabers; it'd be like fake light up swords. And then there'd be like an old gardener there, like, oh, that's Yoda. He's been the gardener here forever. He doesn't. He's just some old guy, and he's like nice to everyone. Everyone likes him. But then there's like a little secret society underneath where like that's where like Mace Windu meets up and like Yoda meets up and like they all answer to Yoda, and he is like this wise old guy and he's powerful and stuff. And Qui-Gon's like a socialite who like kind of like rubs elbows with everyone. He is like a great, because that was the whole thing. Like, because like the problem with the prequel is that there was like books written and people take stuff from the books and apply it to the movies, but they're not there in the movies. Like Qui-Gon's a gray Jedi. Because he like cheated on a dice game with a fucking flying turd? Like, what do you mean? Because he cheated on a dice game that slavery was involved in? I don't think that makes him a gray Jedi. Like, he left the guy's mom there, for Christ's sake. Like, but yeah, I would do that. I would lean more into like, this is a religion. This is like mystical. I wouldn't have done robes. Like, I don't know why all the Jedi dressed like fucking robed like guys. And on Tatooine, Uncle Owen and them wore robes because that's what you do in the desert. You wear like long cloth stuff. You don't do that in the fucking city. It's just dumb. Like it went too far in the opposite direction. I would have had like Mace be like chief of police or something, and they're like active guys in these games talking. But it's all secret under society stuff. Like no one knows that people believe in Jedis and that shit's real. It's always like it's like Han Solo. Like Han Solo, like oh that's all hocus pocus magic stuff. Like that's 30 years after. He can't think that when he was a little kid when these people were going on, when there's a galactic civil war, like, and then like the Clone Wars, I would have had it more been like the clones would have been like Palpatine's army that he made to get him power. I wouldn't have it have been the stormtroopers. I would have had like a draft where people get drafted into becoming a stormtrooper, and then that makes them real people. You can't have a war between robots and clones because who gives a fuck? There's no humanity in there, which is the biggest problem with the prequels. Is there's no humanity. It's like a weird like Shakespearean but bad thing.
What if they did? How would you incorporate The Sopranos into the Star Wars?
The Sopranos. Yes. Are you tired of my prequel rantings?
Well, John is glazing over.
Yeah, you're not a Star Wars guy.
No,
like you completely missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I used to have real strong opinions about Star Wars, but then it's just so muddled now. Like the prequel debate, like if the prequel suck or not, man, I'd go toe to toe with anyone about how they suck. But now it's just too far gone. Like what a happier time we have when it was just like, hey, did you like the prequels? Now it's like, hey, did you watch season 4 of Boba Fett mixed with the Ahsoka Tano and then the Rebel Alliance? Man, what?
John has no idea what any of that. You just said a bunch of Chinese to him right there.
Yeah. Well, sorry about that, explorers. Okay, Sopranos.
Sopranos, yeah.
You know about that. You know about
do,
crime.
yeah.
Real stuff.
Real stuff. I like The Sopranos.
You like The Sopranos.
I like The
Yes.
Sopranos.
Do you think Tony died in the end?
Yes.
Okay, I do too.
Yes.
Do you have opinions about who killed him? Who was involved in the plot to kill him?
So I didn't complete my rewatch. I know we talked about this. I did not. I haven't even watched another episode.
Where'd you stop?
At season 3. I've seen all of it.
How many times have you seen all of it? Okay.
Yeah. I don't do maybe the fucking New York Family. Why not?
All right. Yep. Good theory, John. Glad we
So back to Star Wars.
glad we shifted gears to that.
Who do you think killed him?
I think Paulie Walnuts killed him
Why?
because there's a part where when they meet with Butchie in the middle of the cold factory.
Yeah.
Butchie's got crazy.
Yeah,
His one
yeah,
eye's
yeah.
going that way. He's looking that way. When Tony walks away, he shakes hands with him when his back's turned, and which just it makes it seem like there's a deal. Also, they talk about how Paulie's a survivor, and Tony was going to kill him on that boat, and Paulie knew it. He could feel it. And there's a part I forget. There's a part where like they get done with the meeting, and it's like Paulie, you need to make a decision, and I think he makes the decision to kill Tony. And like there's other guys in that crew that are upset with Tony. And it makes me think of The Godfather, where in The Godfather when in the first one when Michael's talking to not Costanza, George Costanza. I don't know, Michael. I don't shoot a gun.
Scortex. Does this look okay? Michael, let me ask you something.
You put the gun by the toilet. I'm not touching that.
You put the gun by the door in case you gotta go.
But Clemenza.
Fat Clemenza.
Yep, Fat
Yeah.
Clemenza. And Clemenza's like every 10 years we got to do this, get rid of all the bad blood. There's bad blood between Tony and Phil Leotardo. I think Butchie and Walnuts, what?
I thought of Phil Retardo. I don't know why.
Inappropriate, John.
I know. It just made me think of that.
Inappropriate.
Anyway, go ahead.
Phil Retardo. What is that implying, John? What are you implying?
Funny.
He does sound funny. Poor guy. He did 20 years, John. Show some respect. Have you seen The Sopranos, Jason?
I have not.
Oh, really?
I've not seen The Sopranos or The Wire. I know.
Two good ones, man.
Yeah.
Two good
Sad.
ones. It is sad.
I just don't like it's too dark for me.
Because they're anti-heroes. So by the end, it's like, oh, this guy fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The Wire is just a bummer because it's like super realistic.
Yeah.
You get to see like, wow, these are just kids and they never have a shot.
They didn't have a chance. And the systems in place can't help but destroy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, The Wire bums me out.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
does.
so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the characters and the players in the game. And I watched the video on Snoop and Chris. And like, God, the things they get up to. Just bad guys.
Bad
Bad guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to spoiling The Sopranos for Jason. It's been 20 years.
I know the ending. I've watched I've watched some of it, but
Yeah.
I don't not enough.
You should watch like people break down The Sopranos. I like to watch when I don't want to watch a show, but I want to know about it. I watch people break it down.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
love
spoil
it.
it all for you?
Love it.
Hit it
Don't got
with
time to watch 4 seasons. I did that with Breaking Bad, and I watched it, and I think it made it more fun to watch because I was looking for things.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to do like a rewatch. Basically, it's just like because in rewatches you're like, I want to like find out when this happened.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Well, and I also heard a thing that there's like a study that like spoiling doesn't make things worse. Like you don't like, yeah, it's nice to be surprised, but then going into things, now you're expecting things and it gives you a different appreciation because you're watching it differently than if you were, because when you first see something, like you get exposed to it and then it's gone. So then you don't have as much to connect with and to pull from. Whereas like if you've been spoiled a little bit, then like now you like, okay, so you know about this thing, so now you're watching this thing more closely that you wouldn't have watched. If that makes sense.
That's an interesting take. But so like on Sixth Sense, like would you?
That's a big one. I don't know because that's such a big thing.
Yeah, that's a, but
Yeah. But if you're
then again,
watching
if
it,
you
You're
rewatch
like,
it.
this bullshit. That guy lied to me, and you're watching. His wife's just pissed at him.
yeah.
She doesn't know.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I start to lean more towards that spoiling is not a huge deal. But anyway, so yeah, Paulie Walnuts killed him, or he was involved in the killing, in the members only jacket. Also, the guy who hangs himself, who wore the members only jacket. I heard a fan theory that like he was involved, like someone from his family or personal life killed Tony because they were upset about it.
I gotta rewatch it, man.
Do you think Sil dies? Silvio?
He's like practically dead. I think he's brain
He's
dead.
in a coma. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's.
Why'd he
basically
keep the
dead.
gun in the back seat? He knew they were at war.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Why didn't they
that
kill
happening,
Patsy, John?
man. Didn't he run away?
He did. Why didn't
Yeah.
they kill him?
I don't know, man. I don't.
Because he's a traitor.
I didn't know that this was going to be the homework. I feel unprepared.
We should have signed homework.
We should. Yeah. You should give me a deadline. Be like, have this done by next month. I
Yeah.
can have it done.
Yeah,
fucked up.
I fucked up.
I fucked up. We
I
can
fucked
pick
Tone.
this back up.
Tone, I fucked up.
Tone? T, I fucked up.
See, I can't be driving.
I heard
I'm
something
high.
interesting today.
Oh, yeah.
They were talking about how on the subreddit for Sopranos, they are talking about how they like how the show kind of degrades the mafia lifestyle. instead of,
Yeah,
like
it sucks.
yeah, and they bring up
They're
the
losers.
example. They bring up the example of Christopher when he gets like a
Made?
made man.
He becomes
He
made.
and then the
He's
first
everyone's
week
bitch.
he's short on the count for Paulie. And he has to like spend the rest of the episode like trying to get all of his money together and like
Well, he's short because like they make him pay for dinner.
Yeah.
and like they fuck him.
yeah,
like so.
And then he's like, "You owe me money," and then he's gonna keep adding to the vig and all
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
stuff.
they're now like he's the mark now.
And they're saying like this is his dream job that he's been working towards for like 2 or 3 years,
Yep.
and now he's like poor
Yep.
as shit.
Yep. And like he's a heroin addict.
Yeah.
And like he got clean because they all were giving him shit to get clean. And then they just rip on him every time he like doesn't want to have a drink. It's like, you fucking pussy. God damn it. You can't have a drink with me. It's like, no, I'm in recovery. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you fucking selfish.
It's so funny though. The show. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
funny.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's a nightmare. That whole thing. And they're talking about how, Bobby talks about, I'd love to, because they're talking about the casino. Like, I'd love to sit on my ass and collect checks, and like, but they all have jobs at the union where like no shows.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like, you got what do you think you're
What are
doing?
you doing then?
It's like it makes me think of Karen and Goodfellas. They were all blue collar guys. They were for like, what the fuck? They gamble till like 3 a.m. and they have like mistresses. What are you talking about? The whole point is like the big score. So like they have money.
Could they do that show today?
Sopranos. Well, see, the problem is that organized crime, I don't think exists like that today because it's with wiretaps and RICO. Do you know what the RICO case is? Yeah, where like if you're even involved slightly, like they bring the whole organization down. Like organized crime can't exist like that today. I think they could do The Wire again because you'll always have like poor areas having to like scratch any sort of living and then warring against each other for that. The game never changes.
Maybe it's like a cyber Sopranos.
Bunch of nerds,
Yeah.
computer nerds.
Yeah.
They'll have MacBook Pros.
The Chinese Sopranos.
Why Chinese, John?
Because of TikTok. I don't know.
Because of TikTok. Yeah, there you go. Facebook versus TikTok. Instagram.
Get off our turf.
Yeah, but Sopranos is great.
It is good. I had something to add and then I forgot. Boom, right out of there.
Nice.
Hit me with something.
Do we have another topic? Which character would win?
Oh, did you fart, dude?
This is showbiz, John. They don't know. Jason just ripped one, man. Goodness gracious. Trying to have some professional.
I didn't think anybody would hear that.
It was when no one was talking.
It sounded like a fart machine, like a fake.
That's my mom's old chair, dude.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Wearing your
Oh,
shorts.
weird.
Oh, man.
The fabric rubbing up against the fabric.
Oh, man. All right, let's do Tony Soprano has to fight.
Okay, Tony Soprano or Michael Corleone?
Michael Corleone or Tony Soprano would win.
Not in a fist fight.
Not
but
a fist, like
their
war.
organizations go to war. They go to the mattresses. That's war for mobsters. War. Is that because they keep their guns under the mattress?
Wait, what did you say?
And whenever
They go
they
to the
say they call
mattresses?
going to war going to the mattresses. Is that because they keep their weapons under their beds?
I don't know. I've never heard
John,
that.
what do you know?
I've never heard that phrase before, dude.
What? It's in the movies.
It's in the. It's like
It's in the
movies.
pictures.
It's in the pictures. You don't remember when
Going to the
Fred Astaire said
mattresses. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, The Godfather.
I guess so, because doesn't Luca Brasi, he has his gun under the,
Yeah.
doesn't he? Somebody does.
When I think in the second one, Vito Corleone has it.
Vito
the
Corleone.
bastards.
All right, yeah, okay. So
My son
I mean-
speaks when he should listen.
if we're talking like straight weaponry, I feel like the weapons that Tony Soprano would have access to now would be better than Tommy guns and pistols of Michael Corleone.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I think Michael Corleone's more disciplined and ruthless, and he's all about business and getting shit done, whereas Tony was like a slave to his urges and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Michael would just have like he'd have a master plan, whereas like Tony would just like fuck off and get shot in a deli like he did.
Yeah.
Because like Michael Corleone was like a evil genius, and Tony Soprano kind of he got in there. One, it's like you said, it makes fun of. It kind of shits on the mafia because like they're just kind of losers, and like even when he gets to the top, like it just gets worse the deeper you get into this thing of ours,
Cosa Nostra.
the Cosa
I don't know,
Nostra.
man. I feel like, but then again, they're from New York, and I feel like the New York is more powerful than the New Jersey families, right?
Already,
You
yeah,
have-
that's
you
true.
have more backing from
Yeah,
the
I
New
guess
York
we'll-
side of stuff.
Like Johnny Sacks and Philly Leotardo. I guess they're like the next generation after Michael's stuff.
What if they had to deal with the guy from Breaking Bad? Then
Walter White.
yeah,
Walt, just
Who would win, Walter White
yeah.
or Tony Soprano?
I
Yeah.
think.
Probably Tony Soprano.
I think. Walter White is because he's new to the game.
Well, and he's just crazy.
Yeah,
Because he was
He's a
so.
nerd.
Huh?
he's a nerd.
He's a dork.
Dork.
4 eyes.
Yeah, 4 eyes.
Nice hat, dork. That's what Tony does. Just knocks his hat off.
You just gotta be on
I'm
your
the
hat.
one who knocks. Who are you knocking to? Knock your dick in the dirt.
No, I don't think Walter White has a chance. I think he's more. I think he could like maybe make a deal or something and be like, we can like. I think he has to be on the defensive of being like, all right, you have more connections than me. Well, I guess he has like connections to like the biker gang and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that was his downfall.
true. So yeah, I don't think so.
Because the biker gang like handcuffed him and
Yeah,
then
they tried to
killed
kill-
the
they
FBI
killed
agents,
Jesse's-
and then they took Jesse prisoner.
Yeah, Jesse's girlfriend.
you ever watch Ozark?
No,
No.
I watched the first 3 episodes.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, I didn't know if throw Jason Bateman in there or
Jason.
How do you think he'd do?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen it. Yeah, I tried to watch it. I just couldn't get into it. And then I was like telling people about it, and they're like, "Oh man, they start killing people in like the later episodes." I'm like, "That's the only reason to watch it is because they're gonna kill people."
You sound sick.
yeah. You know what?
We need wholesome television, like Saved by the Bell. It's all right because I'm Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Screech,
The Waltons.
Screech versus Walter White.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dustin Diamond.
Yeah. Bonanza versus
Ooh,
the
Gunsmoke.
Waltons. Gunsmoke.
I love Gunsmoke.
I never watched Gunsmoke.
Oh, yeah?
I used
It
to
was
watch
pretty
Bonanza
good.
all the time.
There was an episode I think Danny Glover was in it, and he was super young, and he gets
Oh, really?
yeah, he gets like killed by a spear, like an arrow or something like that.
shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's crazy.
Whenever the Native Americans got in, I was
I'm
like,
too old for this shit.
Wow, boys,
terrifying.
you're never gonna be this old again. So-
yeah, dude. Bonanza was fucking
you
sweet.
guys ever seen Witness?
Yeah.
No.
You ever seen Witness?
Is it the Harrison,
Harrison
Ford
Ford.
joint?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no,
good. You should watch
yeah.
that tonight.
It's on Amazon. I saw
Is
it.
it? You should watch it for real. Danny Glover's in it.
Is that Kelly McGillis?
Who's that? Is that the woman?
Is that the woman?
I don't know. She's hot.
Because the
Sounds
We see
hot.
tits.
Oh, really?
You want to see Amish titties?
yeah.
You should
yeah,
check
she's
it
the
out.
Those Amish titties up there.
Yep. Amish titties.
Amish tits.
They look
Amish
like cowbells.
What if I pulled an Amish girl? I was
That'd
just
be
like
sick.
that.
Like
Can
on
you imagine being
Rumspringer,
that
she links
charming?
up with you.
Yeah. Just like going to a farm. Like, that'd be nuts.
You want to be ostracized from your whole
be
family and never see them again?
Yeah.
Come with me.
Come with me.
So you can sit on
I'll
my
be only
couch
15
and
she's
minutes.
just sitting in the middle. She doesn't say anything.
watch The Sopranos again.
You ever seen The Sopranos? No, you never seen TV before?
Wasn't this
That's
worth
TV.
it?
You ever seen jeans before, baby?
Rumspringer.
Rumspringer. That'd be a cool shirt.
Do you know the Amish don't have zippers?
Oh, really? Oh, they buttons?
Buttons.
Buttons. Why is that?
Because it's not plain enough.
manufactured. It's not plain enough.
Yeah.
Interesting. They should try sweatpants.
It's an affront to
That'd be
God.
easier.
That would be, God damn it, John.
So nice.
You just put 50 Amish out of business.
What about the buttons?
Yeah, throw all your jeans on a fireplace that you made.
Yeah. You ever seen the Amish? You ever seen them in person?
Yep.
What's that like?
They always seem like they don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah. They like know something that you don't know, maybe.
They just know that you're an idiot and you're going to hell.
Just want to fucking grab their face, like a cat or something.
No, I don't ever want to do that to them. No.
Fucking piece of
Their haircuts are brutal. The men, the bowl
Yeah.
cut,
Yeah,
it's fucking rough, dude.
They sell some good vegetables over at the farmer's market. Though.
Yeah, yeah.
Help
They have like a
myself.
hamburger stand in Miamisburg, don't they?
Oh, that's not
Is that
run
them?
by.
I don't
That's
think
not.
that's
That's
Is that not them?
Amish.
The hamburger
No,
stand? No.
No. The hamburger wagon. It's not Amish.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like it's like I don't know.
German Baptist.
Yeah.
What are Mennonites?
I think that's like a breath mint.
I think they're like a step above Amish where they can like do some. They can like drive cars. I think.
Right, because I've seen the Amish drive cars. I'm like, what are
You're cheating.
and they're driving like a Lexus. It's not like
It's a nice ass
yeah,
car.
Yeah,
And I think they
If you're
can
gonna
like,
break the rules, break them good.
I think they can wear like brighter clothes too. Like I'll see Mennonite women in like pink stuff. So
Wow.
it's like that.
Did you ever see that? There's a show called Amish Mafia.
Did
you ever watch that?
No, I never did. But I
You
was
never
like, what
did?
the fuck is this thing?
It was good.
Oh, there's also Vanilla Ice build stuff with the Amish. That was a show too.
Yep.
They would build houses.
Who thought Vanilla Ice would build so much?
Who knew?
Flipping houses.
Flipping houses with the Amish.
With that other guy that's all tatted up too.
Really?
These fucking lunatics. Okay, this whole wall's gonna be a fish tank. This is Tornado Alley, bud. How about not?
This fish are goners, man.
Woo! Oh
Oh
man.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Time to snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity. I am sweaty right here.
Good to know. Well, thanks for stopping by, explorers. We really learned a lot about each other today. Sweat glands and whatnot.
Do you have anything to promote? I never have anything to promote.
No, dude. Just watch our show.
Yeah,
Keep
watch
doing
it,
this.
dickheads.
Whoa.
You pieces. You won't fucking watch it.
It's good host, bad host.
dare you
Thank
to-
you for
yeah.
watching it. Thank you so much.
Dare you to watch it. No,
You're doing
turn
so
it off.
good.
You won't
No,
turn it
keep it on. Why not?
Keep it on.
Why not?
Keep it on.
Why don't you like it? Just give it a little like.
But yeah, no, it was good seeing you again, Cam. I haven't seen you in a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
You too, Jason.
Yep.
yeah. Good
Always
to
a
see you
pleasure.
guys. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
And we'll see you
Among
the stars.
Good segue.
Thank
Thanks.
you. All right,
And get out of there.
Huh?